As the clock struck midnight on New Year's Eve, Sonia sat alone in a room, overwhelmed by guilt and regret. Tola's parting words echoed in her mind. It was a painful reminder of the love she had carelessly pushed away. Yet, as regret lingered, she also couldn't shake the excitement of her newfound lifestyle. Marcus, with his endless stream of money and gifts, had made her world vibrant and glamorous. The following weeks were a whirlwind of expensive dinners, shopping sprees, and high-end parties. Marcus introduced her to a cycle of wealthy friends, all exuding power and control. But the more time Sonia spent with Marcus, the more uneasy she felt. One evening, as she searched for herrings in Marcus's bedroom, she stumbled upon a gun in the drawer of his bedside table. Her heart pounded as she quickly shut the drawer. That night, as Marcus lay beside her, Sonia lay wide awake, her mind clouded with fear. "What am I doing here?" she whispered to herself. Marcus, though charming, was far from the caring and gentle Tola she once knew. He had a short temper and a mysterious past he never wanted to speak about. And despite his attention to Sonia, she noticed a string of women constantly coming in and out of his life. Jane, on the other hand, seemed to be thriving. She had fully embraced the high life, with Derek showering her with everything she desired. But Sonia could not ignore the strange vibes she got from Derek. One evening, Jane returned home visibly upset. "What's wrong?" Sonia asked, watching Jane toss her designer handbag onto the couch. "It's Derek," Jane said, her voice trembling. "He's controlling. Sometimes I feel I'm just a pawn in his game." Sonia frowned. "Then, why don't you just leave?" Jane scoffed. "Leave? And go back to struggling? No way. I'll figure it out. And besides, you are no better. You're with Marcus, aren't you?" Sonia stayed silent, knowing Jane had a point. Both of them had chosen luxury over peace, and deep down she knew they were playing with fire. Now the night of horror came. It was on a cold February night that everything came crashing down. Marcus had invited Sonia to a private gathering at Derek's mansion, a sprawling estate on the outskirts of the city. Sonia felt uneasy, but agreed to go after Jane assured her it would be fun. The party was unlike anything Sonia had ever seen. The mansion was filled with wealthy men and scantily dressed women, all drinking and laughing as loud music played in the background. Sonia stayed close to Jane, who seemed unusually tense. At some point, Marcus and Derek led Sonia and Jane to a secluded room under the guise of a private toast. The room was dimly lit, and Sonia's heart sank as she noticed several other men waiting inside. Before Sonia could react, Marcus grabbed her arm. "Relax, babe. This is just a little fun," he said with a sinister grin. Sonia's instincts screamed danger. She tried to pull away, but Marcus tightened his grip. Beside her, Jane was already struggling as Derek and another man cornered her. "Let us go!" Sonia yelled, but the men only laughed. Derek's tone turned dark. "You should be honored. You are part of something bigger." What happened next was a blur. Sonia watched in horror as the men pinned Jane down. Jane's screams echoed through the room as Derek whispered something about a renewed ritual. She grabbed a vase from the nearby table and smashed it on Marcus's head. As he stumbled, she bolted for the door, adrenaline fueling her escape. Sonia ran barefoot into the night, her tears blurring her vision. She didn't stop until she reached a nearby highway, where she flagged down a passing car. The driver, an older man named Mr. Okoro, noticed her disabled state and took her to a nearby police station. Through sobs, Sonia recounted what she had seen. The officers assured her they would investigate, but she knew Jane was gone. Days later, the news broke. Jane's body had been found in a shallow grave near the mansion. Derek and his friends had disappeared, leaving no trace. Sonia's world crumbled. The trauma of that night forced Sonia to reflect on her choices. She realized how far she had strayed from the value she once held so dear. Tola, with his kind heart and genuine love, had been a rancor, and she had let him go for empty promises. Determined to make amends, Sonia mustered the courage to visit Tola. She rehearsed her apology repeatedly, hoping he would forgive her. When she arrived at his apartment, she was surprised to find it transformed. The once modest home now exuded warmth and comfort, with new furniture and decorations. Tola opened the door, his expression unreadable. "Sonia," he said, his tone calm. "Tola, I am so sorry," Sonia began, tears streaming down her face. "I made a terrible mistake. I let greed and bad influences ruin what we share. Please, give me another chance." Before Tola could respond, a soft voice called from inside, "Babe, who is at the door?" Sonia froze as a young woman appeared, a smile fading when she saw Sonia. "This is Sophia," Tola said, his voice steady. "She's my girlfriend." Sonia's heart shattered. She wanted to scream, to beg, but she knew it was too late. Tola had moved on. As Sonia walked away, her mind raced with memories of the life she had given up. Tola's words, his sacrifices, his unwavering love, they all haunted her. Back in her empty apartment, Sonia stared at the remnant of her once glamorous life. The iPhone, the designer bags, the dresses, they all felt meaningless now. For the first time in months, Sonia knelt beside her bed and prayed. She prayed for strength, for forgiveness, and for the courage to start all over again. Tola, now thriving in his business, found happiness with Sophia, a woman who supported and believed in him through his struggles. For Sonia, life was a blank slate. She had lost everything, but in her loss, she found clarity. The memory of Jane's tragic end and her own near-death experience served as a constant reminder of the cost of chasing empty dreams. As the days turned into weeks, Sonia began rebuilding a life, one step at a time. And though the road ahead was uncertain, she vowed never to let greed and bad influences dictate a path again. And with that, we have come to the end of the story. Do you think Sonia should ever find peace after losing everything? What do you think lies ahead of her now that she's hit rock bottom? Do you think she has another chance at redemption? Kindly let us know in the comment below. Thanks for staying tuned to the very end, and please stay connected for more gripping tales of love, betrayal, and redemption. And wait, are you a subscribed member yet? If you aren't, kindly make sure you click on the subscription button and make sure you give this video a like while also sharing the link with your loved ones. See you in the next video.